Take a deep breath in and exhale slowly. Feel the air move through you like a gentle wave inside your body. Inhale again, a little deeper, and as you exhale, imagine everything unnecessary beginning to fall away. The tension, the background noise, the endless mental movement. Let it soften. Now picture yourself at the edge of a vast, quiet cove, the kind hidden from the rest of the world. No footsteps, no wind, only stillness. The sea stretches out before you, not loud and crashing, but calm, almost mirror-like. And in the center of the water, barely visible through a soft mist, a figure floats, motionless, effortless, as if born of the silence itself. The Siren, not the one of myths and storms, not the one who lures, but the one who listens. The keeper of stillness, the one who remembers how to hear the world by first hearing herself. You feel drawn to her presence, not by song, but by the absence of noise. You step forward, barefoot, into the cool shallows. The water wraps around your feet like silk soaked in moonlight. You begin to walk, then wade, until the water lifts you. You begin to float, and with every breath, you drift closer to that quiet presence. You feel no fear, only resonance. This is what your nervous system has been aching for. Not escape, but return. To yourself, to the soundless knowing that lives beneath the noise. As you float in the water now, you let your body relax completely. Arms open, jaw soft, belly free, and you whisper, inwardly or aloud, I am ready to hear what only silence can say. Your breath deepens. The sounds in your head, the chatter, the tasks, the remembering and rehearsing begin to fade. Not disappear, just soften enough so you can feel the silence beneath them. It's always been there, like a quiet seabed beneath crashing waves. And now, you're beginning to descend, not into darkness, but into depth, where stillness lives, where the siren listens, where your soul breathes without words. Stay here. Let the water hold you. Let the quiet expand. This is not the absence of sound. This is the presence of you. You float in the quiet cove. Nothing is asked of you. Nothing is expected. You are not performing. You are simply here. The water cradles your back. The breath moves like a tide through your ribs. And all around you, stillness. But it's not empty. It hums. This silence isn't mute. It's alive. You begin to notice tiny sounds you couldn't hear before. The quiet thrum of your own heartbeat, the faint hum in your ears, the sound of water shifting around your skin. And deeper still, something else. Not a voice, not words, but a vibration. Like something waiting beneath the surface, soft and wise, waiting for you to stop trying long enough to hear it. You breathe gently and let your awareness drop downward, below the thoughts, below the commentary, below even the breath. You begin to feel, not think, and in that space, the silence begins to speak. I've missed you, it says. I've been here, waiting, beneath the noise, beneath the masks. It doesn't come from outside. It rises from within. This is your true voice, the one that doesn't yell, the one that never interrupts, the one that never needed attention, only permission. You stay with it, letting it rise, letting it move. Maybe it brings a memory, maybe an image, maybe nothing at all but sensation. You don't need to figure it out. You're not here to decode the silence. You're here to be with it, to remember how to receive without reaching. You place one hand over your heart and one on your belly. The water beneath you ripples gently. You say, I hear the part of me that doesn't speak in words. I honor the part of me that only speaks in stillness. I allow space for the truth I've forgotten how to hear. The siren drifts closer now, She does not speak. She simply mirrors you, floating in the same softness, the same slowness, the same deep quiet. And in her presence, you feel yourself stop needing to understand. You're allowed to just feel, to just be. You begin to hear how much noise lives in your body, not as sound, but as tension, as overthinking, as tightness around the truth. And now, it's unraveling. You are not here to fix. You are here to feel what's underneath the fixing. The silence holds you. The sea breathes with you. The siren is still, and so are you. You remain in stillness. The surface of the sea barely moves. The air is soft. Time feels irrelevant. You are not trying to arrive. You are allowing yourself to remain. And in this allowing, something begins to shift. At first, you might notice a feeling you can't name, lightness, like the tension you always carry has finally loosened its grip. Not because you forced it away, but because you stopped feeding it. Your thoughts are still here, but now they pass like clouds, without thunder. You don't chase them. You don't follow them. You don't fear them. You let them come. You let them go. And in the space between them, you begin to feel something truer. Stillness that is not empty, but deep. It doesn't beg. It doesn't perform. It just is. And inside it, you find yourself. The part of you that doesn't explain. The part of you that doesn't seek approval. The part of you that knows. You hear nothing, and yet you feel everything. This is the voice of your calm. It doesn't answer questions. It dissolves them. You place a hand on your solar plexus, the center of your intuition, your clarity, your personal rhythm. You say to yourself, I am enough without noise. I don't need to fill the space to feel safe. My stillness is not absence, it is presence. Let those words sink in. Feel your breath land deeper. And now, imagine that the siren drifts beside you, her eyes closed, her body completely still, but her energy vibrant. She radiates nothing but rested presence. And in her stillness, you see the mirror. This is what I can become. Not distant, not shut down, but awake without rush, alive without performance. You feel the peace in your belly, the openness in your chest, the warmth behind your eyes. You are not passive, you are present, not numb, but clear. And as you lie in this silence, you realize you don't need a plan. You don't need the next step. You don't need to decide. You need to rest in your own rhythm. The water swirls gently beneath you, and the siren begins to hum, not loudly, but from the inside. You realize this silence is not the absence of sound. It is the song beneath all sound. And now, you are humming with it. You float in the stillness, no longer waiting, no longer asking, simply being. The water around you holds the shape of your body like it knows you, like it's memorized your edges and loves them exactly as they are. The siren is near, but she does not teach, does not lead. She just is. And now, you are too. Stillness is no longer something you're reaching for. It's something you're inhabiting, and it begins to shape you from the inside. You notice your breath is quieter, but fuller. Your thoughts are slower, but sharper. Your body is softer, but more stable. This is not collapse. This is coherence, not the absence of feeling, but the presence of you without interference. You place both hands gently on your chest. The silence wraps around your fingers like silk. You feel your heartbeat, not rushed, not hidden, just steady. And in that rhythm, you begin to hear something deeper, the sound of you returning to yourself. You whisper, my stillness is my strength. My silence is not emptiness, it is alignment. I don't need to rush to matter, I already do. You let the words settle like sand on the ocean floor. And now a new kind of presence rises in you. Not thought, not emotion, but structure. You feel your spine lengthen. Your core becomes solid. Your body not heavy, but anchored. There is clarity here, not a to-do list, not a decision, just truth that needs no explanation. You feel, I am whole, even when quiet. I am powerful, even when soft. I am complete, even when still. The siren begins to drift slowly in a circle around you. You feel her motion, but you stay calm. You don't chase her, you don't reach, because you don't need to. You're not here to merge, you're here to remember. You are your own calm, your own rhythm, your own center. This isn't something you've created, it's something you've uncovered, and it has always been there. Now, you trust it. Now, you trust yourself. Let your breath stay low. Let your body remain soft. Let your mind continue to float, not empty, but clear. The siren has stopped moving. She now floats beside you, eyes closed, body relaxed, energy vast. And you feel the same, no longer separate, no longer searching, just steady, just here. You've touched the center of your quiet. You've listened past the noise, and now you're ready to rise again, not into chaos, not into noise, but into the world. While still carrying the stillness inside you, you begin to breathe a little deeper. You feel your fingers again, your toes, your spine supported by the invisible hands of calm. You begin to return to the edge of the cove, not as a visitor, but as someone who has remembered something sacred. Each breath is a step. Each movement is gentle. Each beat of your heart is a rhythm born from silence. You step onto the shore. The air greets you. The light touches your skin, but nothing feels like before, because now you have a new center, one built not on noise, not on proving, not on urgency, but on listening. You place a hand on your chest and say softly, I remember the sound beneath sound. I trust the truth that comes in quiet. I carry stillness with me wherever I go. And you know, you can return to this place at any time, not by traveling, not by escaping, but by listening inward, by choosing to pause, by giving space for the subtle to rise. You don't need permission to be quiet. You don't need a reason to rest. You don't need proof to know what you feel. You walk slowly now, not rushing back, but moving with rhythm, with peace, with presence. The siren fades into the water behind you, not gone, just part of you now. A reminder that your stillness is never lost. It's always just beneath the surface, waiting to be heard. You take one final breath, deep and slow. Wiggle your fingers. Feel the ground beneath you. Feel your body, clear, grounded, and soft. And when you're ready, open your eyes. You are here. You are whole. You are listening, and the stillness sings on.